Hello there, everybody. Well, today I'm gonna be doing a video about Wednesday afternoon and night severe weather outbreak, in which I am doing this, and every YouTuber needs to be covering this. So here we have a slight risk in effect for most of Iowa, eastern South Dakota, southern half of Minnesota, and southwestern west central Wisconsin. Now, that's where the severe weather looks most likely to happen, but later outlooks may not only one intensify it, but two may expand it further to the east. Then obviously you have a marginal threat extending to at least for now south central upper Michigan, but that's likely to expand it into later outlooks. So what's gonna happen is that there will be a large cluster potential MCS that's set to move through the region, especially into slight risk, but also in the marginal right here. Now, right now it's looking like there will be swaths of damaging winds, some of which can potentially be significant, so we're watching that potential. Now, again, layer outlooks may be upgraded to enhanced risk, maybe even moderate if it were bad enough, but I don't think moderate yet at this point, but enhanced is looking likely. So now to get to models, and then I'll explain to you some scenarios. So here's the GFS one. Seems to be the most accurate so far. What most models are going with, so I'll go with it just for today. Mesoscale models may soon follow the trend, but here we have 7 a.m. Wednesday. You already noticed some thunderstorms towards the Sioux Falls area. Now, a couple of those may be strong, and then right around 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., you'll notice some more thunderstorm development occur in northern Iowa, southwestern Minnesota. Now, again, some of those could be strong, but then 1 p.m. is when you start seeing a squall line develop, especially with this Boeing segment here. Now, that would already technically classify as either one intense squall line or two a low end MCS. So, gonna need to watch out for some quick development, and then move to 4 p.m. That's where it will likely reach its peak strength, with extending from west central Wisconsin all the way into central Iowa. And again, this is blowing out. It's looking like southern Wisconsin will face the brunt of this as of so far, but the miles keep switching the place of this north south, north south. So, well, one thing they do have in common, which I'll explain the scenarios, is that it will develop a long line of training thunderstorms. Again, some of those could not only be one, strong to severe, but two will likely produce flash flooding where they track. Then 7 p.m., that squall moves through into the eastern half of Wisconsin, again dealing to Brumfield from Green Bay down to Rockford, Illinois, but some could occur up here, and the outflow gust could actually reach far beyond the storm range too, depending on how it develops. Then that squall line starts dying off as it enters Michigan, lower Michigan, but then you have additional storms develop. So now I'm gonna actually show you the scenarios that they show. So, here. Okay, so here you have the map. It's the most clear one and the most detailed, so I'm gonna use it for now. But, okay, so here's scenario one. The most popular one so far would call for development of thunderstorms right around here. Again, in the early morning hours. And then, switch the color. Right here is where you start seeing the actual squall itself develop. Now, that's where you'll notice the winds becoming a bit more intense. and then that's where it will start. That is where it would start hitting the MCS stage, and then would reach its peak strength right here in the zone, and then would just start waning off in strength, start weakening right here. And then obviously trained thunderstorms would then develop anywhere around here. Some training thunderstorms would then develop. Now scenario 2 would again, the second most popular, would call for thunderstorm development in almost the same place, just a bit further to the northeast. But then would actually produce a squall again somewhere around here, and then it would actually form two potential areas where there could be squalls. One right here, and then a second one hitting down here. Now, and then training thunderstorms would then actually develop towards the northern half of the state of Wisconsin, southern upper Michigan. So then, right there, some training thunderstorms would also potentially develop. Assuming this case, damaging winds wouldn't be nearly as widespread, but could remain the same amount as in intensity, and there could still be widespread swaths of damaging wind gusts. And then hail, as of right now, is not looking too intense, but as of right now, though, if I were to, so here, right now, at least according to the National Weather Service, this would be the area of most concern where there could be the slight and some marginal risk being upgraded to enhanced risk. That's where approximately where you would most likely see that likely converted, potentially extended a bit further southward, and then if the MCS does actually sustain itself for longer periods of time, that may even extend the slight risk over here to more like here. And then the enhanced would be likely within this area. This one in the hash I'm making would be possibility, could depend, but models would likely show that turning into enhanced risk right there as well. Then slight risk is there, may expand the marginal, the enhanced down there, but right now this area is looking most likely to have enhanced risk. Now, very uncertain right now, but some of the models would even suggest such strong gusts that there would probably even need to be an upgrade to a moderate risk. So that potential's out there, but it's looking enhanced likely. But then another concern, big concern, this time not hail, but rather some widespread tornadoes. Now, don't know if this will be quite outbreak material yet, but it is something to keep an eye out on. So again, tornadoes are most likely where the MCS tracks. So for instance, I would say right here would be most likely to have tornadoes, but then again, if the MCS can sustain itself for long enough time, then may need a risk here, and then further down here, likely. We'll have to see. There will be more details tomorrow. This is just an approximate update. Things will change, but this is to warn you of what is coming in for folks who are in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Upper Michigan. So stay safe out there, and see you next time.